The following program is brought to you by Whiteman TV and Bruce Telecom.
Welcome to What's Happening Mount Forest. Today we have a great show lined up for you. So we're here with Aletha MacArthur at the New Growth Family Center. Aletha, how are you today?
Just great.
Good. So tell us a little bit about New Growth Family Center, where you're located, and what you do.
Well, New Growth Family Center is right in the center of Mount Forest, Wellington North, within walking distance of almost anywhere. It's in the heart of the community. We're at 211 Birmingham Street West in Mount Forest, and we've been here since 2009, although New Growth Family Center has been in place since 2003, and that was when it was registered as a charity, and then moved into this building in 2009, and we just have a wonderful youth-friendly, family-friendly, inclusive environment here, as you can see.
Great. So what kind of services does New Growth offer?
Well, there are two tiers. My work as a teacher, behavior specialist, special education specialist, I'm working with kids with high needs and working with families. So that's my work. I work with children who have histories of trauma, issues in past experience, and who are not doing well in the home or in school. And my goal is that we can prevent further problems and get to the underlying issues and have healthy, happy children who are functioning well within their own families. The other tier is that we have a community building. And I truly believe that children, youth need to be engaged in their community with community members with all ages, involved in activities. There is a myth, it's just keep kids busy, but it does go deeper than that, because in the earlier years, we need to start to introduce kids to activities and get them into competency and finding out what they like, what they excel at, so that as they get older, they have levels of competence and they're engaged in very positive, confidence-building activities throughout their life. And quality of life is important, as we know.
Great. So this space is large. What kind of spaces are available here?
We have a hidden gem, and I wish we could take you downstairs, but we have a gymnasium. And that was the reason this building was so perfect. So we have a multi-use gymnasium that can be used for sports, but not all kids are into sports per se. It's a large space. Right now, we have a group of avid scooterers. You know what scooters are? And it's trick scooters. And it is seasonal because it needs to be on concrete and that kind of thing. But we have a group of guys who are just itching to get in here and have a scooter club so that they can get warmed up and get in shape for the spring and the summer when they can go to the community skate park and the bowl and that kind of thing. We have nets we can use for volleyball or for badminton, rollerblades, all kinds of things. But it's a smaller group, and not all kids do well in large groups. So having this space has been phenomenal. We also have a kitchen, a fully equipped kitchen, although we are looking for a stove with an oven at this point. And we have an auditorium. We have a stage, we have musical instruments, we have opportunities that we can offer in music, in dramatic arts, in vocal music. Would love to have a community youth choir set up. And we come down to that we need volunteers. We need people with some level of passion and interest and a want to build kids in this very community. And there are kids who would just receive that. Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like you're very passionate about this, not just the building, but what you do and working within the community. So share with us a little bit of that passion and explain, where did this come from?
Well, I was raised here basically in Mount Forest. I moved here when I was 15 years old, attended high school here, raised my family here, have grandchildren who have been raised here. So I'm moving up to the generations, and I truly, truly see a need for building youth, children and youth. And the youth, there's an age group around 11. We start losing the child care, I don't want to say babysitters, but the kids are supervised and they're with adults. From 12 to about 15, there's a gap. If they've not already gotten engaged into building activities, they're at a loss, okay? They're not necessarily going home to be with people. Parents are working. People are away from home. So that time period after school is critical. And a lot of kids are falling into habits that are not positive and that set a tone for their next years in youth. So truly believe that 12 to 15 age group is absolutely critical, that we need to connect with them, engage with them, and they truly enjoy being with older people. I can attest to that.
Yeah, they do enjoy being here. So other than, reaching out to the youth, this is such a large space. What other things can happen here as well?
It's a multi-use building. We have begun opening the doors in 2017. We are able to provide space for certain groups. Now, we prefer and we check to make sure that it's all family building types of activities. And for music, we have a music teacher who's located here now. And she's doing music lessons and piano lessons, and she said the children are flourishing in this space. We've had training sessions from another group from Fergus, and they were here last week doing a training session for working at heights in the workplace. We had 25 gentlemen here with a leader for the full day, and it was enjoyed by all. So there are opportunities for community events, community activities. We're connecting with the Youth Action Council and the North Wellington Township to look at how we can include their programs or their people into programs here at this center.
That's fantastic. So let's do a shout out, because you really need those volunteers. This is a great organization, great building, and we need some more people to step up and take charge of, let's build a stronger tomorrow kind of thing with our youth, right? Yes. So what do you have for us?
I need people who would be interested in vocal music, instrumental music. We have a whole array of instruments, drummers, guitars, rhythm instruments, keyboards. We would need people who would help with the scooter group, who would help me supervise, just to be involved. And these kids they're fun, just really fun. I do the training. So I've been in this a long time, so don't feel that the person cannot do it, and it is fun.
Yeah. Anybody can pretty much do it. I think I'm one to attest to that. I didn't think I'd be working with the youth, but it has been rewarding, to say the least. So I really enjoy it.
They do connect, they really do, and they appreciate having adults who are interested in them. Games, we've recently had a games night with someone had started that, and there were 25 people here laughing and playing board games. I don't mean board, but board. Yeah. And doing that. So youth enjoy that. Chess, those kinds of things. Volunteers to do that with youth. Again, it's specific times, so it can't be just drop in and out, but to work with me and to be available through the day or in the evening, or especially after school. That's one of the key times.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Aletha. Did you have anything else you needed to share with us?
I don't think so. Just it's a great place to be, and would love to have people contact me and come and see for yourself.
Great. So how do they get a hold of you?
The number is 519-509-6432. And I would suggest that you don't just drop in, because I do have students here during the day that I'm working with, but to give a call, and love to have you come for a visit.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for your time. Thank you for joining us for What's Happening Mount Forest. It's been a pleasure. We've had a great time and learned lots about the community connections that are happening here in Mount Forest. If you'd like to be involved, you can contact me at the Chamber at 519-323-4480 or chamber@mountforest.ca. Again, thanks. It's been a great time, and special thank you to Adam and Whiteman Telecom for this opportunity.
The preceding program was brought to you by Whiteman TV